Good afternoon, growers. It's December 30th and we're down in the veg room, and here's the plants. These are the clones of the Gelato and sour diesels on the side, and then over here are the Kosher Kush and the Royal Gorilla from Royal Queen Seeds. And here's our little pile of Bubba Kush. It's more of the Crop King Gelato and sour diesels. And here's one of the, this one looks like a Kosher Kush. This is the Bubba Kush that got transplanted into a 5. You can see it is considerably wider than what those made it to in the 2-gallon pots. And here's the LSDs, and there's the giant Gelato from Crop King. You can see it's just totally outpacing all these guys. It's looking a little pale, needs some more nitrogen, but it keeps growing so fast. And along the back row is the blueberries, looking really good now. And then here's all the LSDs out in the middle. I did clean up the canopy once this week, took out a bunch of the big fan leaves out of the middles. Took no time for the plants to fill it all back in, and I've already popped up everything, got them all ready. Bottoms are nice and clean. Overall, the plants look really nice and healthy. A little bit of mag showing up, as always. They did get some Alaska 511, and they were fed 600 parts per million for this week. So I'll water them, and then I'll go up and I'll film some more of the Crop King and the flower room. I started harvesting this week, so I've got some plants that are dry and a couple that are still hanging. Okay, so thanks for checking out the veg room. Okay, here we are in week 5. This is the Crop King Gelato and sour diesel tent with the 3000 K light that's in it. Plants are looking fantastic. Everything's growing excellent this week. See, the buds have stacked up lots. Turn it into colas. Looks like we're going to get some really nice ones. This big tall one is just going crazy, and probably the frostiest of the group, and the biggest buds. So I was kind of ruling it out as a pheno to select, but I'd probably be crazy if I didn't. Take a look at this thing. All the way down, all the leaves the same. Just looks amazing. And these are big. So I'm super happy with how this is coming out. And this is by far the healthiest I've been able to keep plants this far into flower. Usually by week 5 there's not much left of the leaves, and they're falling apart. Take a look at a couple of these. It's easy to zoom in. Wow, it sure is slow to focus. There we go. At last. Okay, let's take a look at the next area. So I'll try to show you how uneven my canopy is this time, because it's never a good thing to have that happening. But that back plant's about a foot taller, and then the one on the back maybe 6 inches taller than the front 3. But overall it's looking pretty good. Okay, let's take a look at the next room. Okay, here we are. And same thing, we've got 5 plants in here, and sour diesel and Gelato. And their light spectrum makes a big difference. And as you can see, the cold air intake was causing some problems at the top of this plant. So I've removed it, put a panel there, and relocated it. So the cold air coming into the house was a little too much for the top of that thing, and she got crispied. So one mistake this week. And as you can see, these ones seem to be using more food. The leaves are starting to lighten up a bit and show some deficiencies on the edges. So we'll up the food in here this week and give them some more mag. We're getting a little bit of leaf tacoing in the center area, and the plants are at least still 30 inches away from the light. So I'm going to have to keep them a little shorter for these rooms. I just don't have the ceiling height like I do in the next room. But these have a lot of frost on them already too. Let's see if I can zoom in and get a focus. Really nice plants. I don't know how steady it is. It's super hard keeping it still like this. Okay, so there's the bedrooms, or flower rooms. Ladies are doing great. And that's another week down. Good evening, growers. Here's the main flower room, or what's left of it. I've gotten a bunch of the plants harvested over the last couple days. There's still a few to go here. I've got about half an LSD, and then one more LSD here, and then the blueberry. And this thing is just crazy. It's nowhere close to being done yet, and some of these buds are insane. Actually, most of them are. If you look, you can see they're flopped over everywhere. They're just gigantic. So you can see genetics do play a big role in getting massive buds. These were all grown in the same environment, and there's no way that the LSD plant's going to grow colas like the blueberry does. So there we are. As you can see, these things got super frosty over the last little bit as they flushed out. Hope that's focused in there. We'll try a few other spots too. Okay, how about some of these lower ones? And it's so sticky, it's crazy. Looks really nice. We go. So that's the main flower room. I've been harvesting, so we'll show you a little bit of that. Okay, so usually what I do is I'll cut off about 8 or 10 branches, not too big of a pile. Then I strip the fan leaves off and I throw them in a pile on the floor. And then I trim the branches up above this tray here. And then when the branches are done, I set them down here. Give them a good shake, get all the loose stuff I can out of them, and then I hang them up on a rack right to the side. Then once I get a whole hanger full like this, I take it and I go stick them all in the closet. So let's take a look at a couple of these buds up close while they're wet and trimmed up. Okay. Very sticky stuff. Looks really good. Come on, zoom in, baby. There we go. Okay, so let's go take a look and see the closet next. Okay, and then the hangers end up out here. And as you can see, there's lots. And here's that delicious looking Bubba Kush. So there we are. And we keep harvesting. Okay, and this is the one that I'm going to re-veg. I left enough leaves on it, and I left some water in there. I need to get it out of here today and get it downstairs into the veg room before the light cooks the leaves that are left on it. It doesn't have a lot of canopy to protect itself from that kind of intensity. And here's the other Bubba Kush. What's left of it. I'll clean up those ones. They were just really light green, so they've ripened up a bit now. And that's all for this week. I wish you all a Happy New Year and hope you had a wonderful Christmas with your family. So thanks so much for checking out my garden. And again, welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you found it entertaining. And hit that thumbs up and leave a comment if you're interested, or got any questions, or got any suggestions that can help me. I'd greatly appreciate it. Take care.